Welcome back to episode 12 of Barcember. Today we are talking about resources that you can use for the bar exam. Most students will select a commercial bar prep program. The most popular are Barbrey or Themis. Once you've done that, a lot of times students feel like they need to purchase supplements, or they start studying and they realize they need to purchase supplements. So if you have purchased Barbrey or Themis, I then recommend Themis will give you UWorld, and UWorld is essentially a bank of old multiple choice questions that the bar examinees have taken in the past, right? So they're written by the bar examiners. These are the best questions to practice with. I recommend focusing most of your time on using those questions rather than the questions that Barbrey or Themis write. If you are using Barbrey, they do not provide Adaptibar or Themis with your program, and so you will need to purchase a separate program. I use Adaptibar. I'm a proponent of Adaptibar. However, I understand that people really like the graphs and charts that Themis will give you during when you get your correct answer. So you need to get one of them. I don't really care which one, right? Then from there, people still sometimes want to use supplements. If you are a flashcard person, I do recommend the Critical Pass flashcards. They do have a lot of information on them, which can be really overwhelming sometimes. I, for example, am not a flashcard person, so I didn't find them super helpful, but a lot of people really, really like them. A lot of people have also been using Goat Bar Prep. It is a bar prep company made by an attorney in Chicago. People seem to really like it, right? I think it's more focused on like pop culture and memes. It's reading. They also incorporate questions into their program, but that's another resource that people really like. I've also heard really good things about BarMD. Some people really like Kaplan. I also know that some people really like the Smart Bar Prep sheets. They're like basically just an outline. And then people really like the JD Advising one sheets. I've heard some mixed reviews on JD Advising in general about their tutoring and whether or not that's super beneficial, but I think it just depends on what you're working on. And those are kind of the biggest supplements that I have heard students talking about and that I have heard good things about. Obviously, people have mixed reviews on Barbrey and Themis. I think my biggest thing with that is it's dependent on how you use it. And I think you can use the materials they give you in a different schedule, which is what I want to help all of you with, is basically creating a schedule that works for you, that incorporates all of these supplements and figures out how to use them to the best of their advantage, right? And that's what Themis and Barbrey don't help with. So if you have any questions or you'd like to work with me, you can email me, you can send me a DM. I am still taking more people for February 2026, and I am open now for my July 26 bar examinees. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I will see you again tomorrow.